Couple incompletions, couple penalties, and just like that, USD back in its own territory. 3rd and 20 for the Toreros.
Interesting to see Seeley out there on the field. Luke Meyer started the game, the senior left guard. Seeley's a sophomore, and he makes a younger player mistake.
Anthony Lawrence has a lot of work to do here. As time steps up, downfield, he's got Justin Priest. Atkins is there, and Priest comes down with it. What a catch by Justin Priest. And the bomb gets them all the way inside the 5-yard line.
Where they were projected to get maybe a couple more wins than that.
Chance Jackson on the cutback. There he goes. Chance Jackson all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Stetson. They broke off a 30-yard run to begin this drive. And that time, a 45-yard sprint to pay dirt. And the Hatters keep pouring it on. Lawrence out of the shotgun, lofting one over the middle, wide open, Tariq Armstrong. It's a race to the end zone. Tariq Armstrong is gone. It's his league-leading 9th touchdown of the season, and San Diego busts this one open.
To number 30, Tariq Armstrong. Touchdown, Carrero.
A 76-yard catch and run. Tariq Armstrong shows off the speed, and he gives San Diego a big cushion. It's Jeff Keel, the running back, and a double reverse here. William Morris, look at the running room. Morris with the first down inside the 10, and Donald Payne runs him out of bounds.
Now that's a phenomenal play call by Paul Nichols.
Back at the 11-yard line for Davidson. On their first red zone trip, it was Mitchell to Morris. That's why it's 7-0 right now. Take a handoff to Rogers, and in comes David Lazier. He was not fooled, not even a little, and he gets the sack. 37 seconds to go here in the opening quarter. Starting from their own 11-yard line, 1st and 10. Lawrence fakes a handoff, looks to his left. He'll air this one out long, all the way up for Brian Riley, who hauls it in. Brian Riley all the way into Stetson territory. Well, they've been working underneath with Ross Duelli, the tight end, but that time over the top in a big game. 1st and 10 from the Stetson 40-yard line. They'll fake an end around, hand up the middle to Blake Martin, and he gains 5, but the ball came loose, it looked like, and Stetson picks it up. Donald Payne comes away with the football, and a turnover. The Hatters take over. They need to get to the 19-yard line of AMU. They're on the 49. Tentler out of the shotgun. He'll take a draw up the middle, juking to the outside. He's got some room to run. With a block ahead from Joe Holguin, Ryan Tentler gets the first down and plenty more. To the 5-yard line he goes. 2nd and 30, no problem for Stetson. They're back in the red zone. Now at the 24-yard line. Hunt will keep it himself, fakes a pass, he's off to the races, has room, to the end zone. Touchdown, Ave Maria. A conversion on 4th and 12 with a strong throw, and then he shows off the speed. A 24-yard touchdown run, and AMU's back on the board. That's Evan Weston. My name is Tyler Murray. As Ave Maria starts this drive from the 19. The youngster Austin Hunt rolling to his right, goes downfield, a couple of options, but is picked off by Ryan Powers. His 2nd interception of the day, and the leadership from the back end of the Hatters defense has made a big impact today. We are set to go after the injury timeout. Donald Payne is still on the sidelines, the top tackler in the Pioneer Football League. Conrad Fonseca, the freshman, is in to replace him for now. Lawrence goes to his big tight end, Ross Duelli, who rumbles his way toward the first down marker. Duelli now with 41 catches this year, 4th most in the conference, and he's very close to a first down.
Preseason all-league selection. He caught a touchdown against Stetson last year in that 31-23 San Diego win. He's a guy the Hatters are going to have to find an answer for. And they're a defense that you'd think is well-equipped to handle them because they have the dog safety position with Marlon Hall and now Conrad Fonseca, 2 bigger, more physical cover guys.
It'll be 2nd and 1 from the 28. For the first time, it's Lawrence under center out of the I formation. They'll pitch it back up the middle for Blake Martin. Bounces outside, breaks the tackle. Blake Martin sprinting for the end zone, but he's knocked out of bounds by Marlon Hall. A touchdown-saving play from the safety, but a strong gain and a first down picked up. Blake Martin with his first big run of the day.
We talk about chunk plays with the Stetson defense. Well, that's 4 plays and 2 plays of 20 yards or more. This is exactly what San Diego wants to do. Control the game up front. The left tackle, Pono Kenny, a senior from Hawaii, had everything covered on that last play.
They'll give it right back to Martin. Cuts inside to the end zone. Touchdown.
Blake Martin.
They go back to Blake Martin, and he starts the scoring for San Diego. 6-0 Toreros.
What an opening drive. 5 plays, 75 yards and 159, and back to this touchdown run. It's the battle in the trenches up front. 4 seniors against this offensive line, and Stetson has a young defensive front. It's going to be tough for the Hatters to respond.
Jack Flato, the sophomore from Oceanside, California, is set for the point after. He sends this one through to make it a 7-0 advantage. It took just 1 minute and 59 seconds to start the scoring, and San Diego's on top. A scoring drive of 5 plays, 75 yards, and it took up just under 2 minutes of game clock. So with 13:01 to go in the first quarter, a 7-0 lead for USD on the road here at Spec Martin Stadium. Back to return the kick, Javonta Swinton. He's there just inside his own end zone, and he'll take this one out. Javonta Swinton, the Hatters' leading receiver, off with a fine return to begin the offensive day for Stetson. He is down at the 34-yard line, and out comes junior quarterback Ryan Tentler from Chicago, Illinois. He led his team to a win last week, but Evan only threw the ball 17 times, 12 completions, 130 yards, and no touchdowns.
Well, that's sort of what you want Stetson to be, though. You want that rushing attack to be the leading play of this team. They're an athletic group, but they're young, and that inexperience throwing the ball can catch up to you when you get behind. We'll see if they stick with the run early.
They will hand off Archie Brown with a second career start. He spurts through the middle for a gain of about 5. Archie Brown was able to break out a little bit last week, 16 carries, 65 yards, and with Cole Mazza back and presumably at full strength, or at least close to it, a lot more depth in the offensive weaponry.
Yeah, Brown's been a nice emergence for Stetson. He's a really smart kid, a freshman out of Lady Lake, Florida, graduated high school with a perfect 4.0 GPA.
2nd and 4 out of the pistol. Brown behind Tentler. This time play action to throw to Swinton, but he is tackled immediately. What a read by Devin Bryant, who's got 5 picks this year, second most in the conference. And there you saw his 28th tackle of the season.
The man corners of this San Diego defense, Bryant and Jamal Agnew, who's an all-conference player on the other side. It's going to be very, very difficult for Stetson to get anything really going to their receivers. And that's a play where your blocking scheme just needs to be better. Against a defense that's this fundamentally sound, you have to get a tight end out there to block. You can't just leave your receiver all out on your own. A bubble screen, in order for it to work, requires an actual bubble to run behind.
3-yard loss on the play, so 3rd and 7. Tentler out of shotgun over the middle, and he connects with Darius McGriff. First down, Hatters, and they're near midfield.
That's a really nice, confident throw from Ryan Tentler. And Darius McGriff with his 16th catch of the year. Didn't have a single catch last week against Valparaiso or the week before that against Campbell. So it's nice to see McGriff get involved in the offense right away, making an impact. And that's a big boost to the Hatters to get him going.
So many healthy receivers now. Darian Wright involved in this play. Joe Holguin at the very bottom of the screen, and Javonta Swinton just to his right. They'll go over the middle. Wright makes a nice catch, and he rolls forward for a gain of 12. Darian Wright, his 3rd catch of the season, and just his 3rd game back from a knee injury that ended his 2014 season.
You kind of want to blame the matchup there because you have a burner in Darian Wright against a linebacker, Max Michaels, but Michaels made pretty good coverage. He's 5'9", 195, so he's a little bit faster and lighter than your average OLB. It was just a really nice catch by Darian Wright.
4 receivers split out for Tentler. 1st and 10 from the 39 of USD. Swing pass to Archie Brown. He couldn't get it off, and he is sacked. Right through the middle came Tyler Bongiovanni, the senior from Asheboro, North Carolina. It's sack number 2 for him this season.
And Bongiovanni had a clean lane to the middle. It's Jack Howard in starting at center today for the Hatters, who just missed the assignment there as he went to get the A-gap with Brandon Puilali. And when you have Bongiovanni at 250, a defensive tackle coming through off the 2nd level, it's a well-designed play by Dale Lindsey, who was an NFL defensive coordinator. He's a man with plenty of experience drawing up defensive play calls.
So 2nd and 17 from the 46-yard line of USD. Just a 4-man rush here. Tentler wants to take it himself. He's got blocking in front, cutting to the near sideline. Darian Wright springs him free, and a gain just enough for the first down. Ryan Tentler, a 19-yard scamper, And that's a fine way to make up for the sack.
That play looked dead in the water in the backfield, and somehow Tentler got enough blocking to escape. Tons of credit to the left guard, Matt Warziniak. Watch this play, number 77 in green. Has the assignment with Bongiovanni and just shoves him straight out of the way, breaks Tentler loose, and then Ryan uses his speed to get to the next level.
He's nearing 200 yards rushing this year as a quarterback, and he leads the team in that department. Here's Archie Brown, who breaks one tackle, and then a host of Toreros bring him down after a gain of about 3. It was Colton Georgie who made the tackle. He leads this USD team with 41 this season from the strong safety position.
And only 8 last season. He's a breakout player in this secondary that's become a real strength for this San Diego defense. They are an absolutely tremendous defensive unit, and what a stand, what a response by Stetson to come out here and just march methodically down the field after the opening touchdown drive by San Diego.
They're at the 24, 2nd and 8, 9 minutes to go in the first quarter. Read option, a pass near side, Swinton jukes around one defender, and he can't break free from the second. Jamal Agnew is there to clean up the mess. They tried the screen again near side, and Swinton just couldn't get any daylight.
Javonta gave it a shot, and this time the blocking was a bit better. Javonta had a little bit of room to make the cut on Agnew, and then Georgie was there to stay with the play and did a nice job to hold Swinton to just a couple of yards. Really big third down here for Stetson.
Now, we saw a record-breaking 50-yard field goal from Grant Amick last week, but you know the Hatters are looking for 6 here. 3rd and 6 from the 22. Tentler rolls right. He'll throw it downfield, and the catch is made. Swinton hauls it in, keeps the foot in bounds, and the Hatters are at the 5-yard line, 1st and goal.
I'm so impressed by Tentler's poise on this drive. Take a look at this decision-making. He has the entire defense confused. He's run for 21 yards on this drive. So you assume he's going to run like he did on this play right here. But what does he do? He steps up to the line of scrimmage and he throws the football with perfect timing off his front foot.
Craig Carrington now lined up as a fullback. Darian Wright and Joel Holguin lined up to the left. The handoff goes up the middle to Archie Brown, and he is stuffed up the middle. We talk a lot about that front line for San Diego. That time, Brandon Puleali'i from Marina, California, made it tough for Brown. Still 2nd and goal from the 5.
And you can see number 73 in white, 6 foot 320. He's not there to make tackles. He's there to clog up space. On that sack of Bongiovanni, he was a huge play, or a huge reason why that play worked. Number 73 is a guy that Stetson's going to have to figure out how to deal with and maybe get to one assignment.
You see Cole Mazza out there for the first time, set up to the left of Ryan Tentler out of the shotgun. Roll to his right, shovel pass to Mazza. He is brought down. Great tackle there as he gains just about 2 yards, and another big third down coming up. Alec Moreno, the middle linebacker from Poway, California, with a nice play.
That's a really nice play from Moreno, the Nevada transfer. Snuffed out that touchdown. I think Stetson was sure they had the right play call there. It looked good off the snap, and then Moreno was not fooled. Came up and made a sure tackle.
They're at the 3-yard line, 3rd and goal. Brown lined up behind Tentler, and to his left, Carrington. In motion to the left, Darian Wright. They'll go over to Rob Coggin. He's in the end zone for the touchdown. A long drive capped off by a connection from Tentler to Coggin, the 2nd time they've hooked up this season, and the Hatters just a point after from tying this game.
That drive is a play-calling masterwork by Roger Hughes. Setting up to the outside, San Diego had absolutely no idea Stetson was going over the top with a fade. Beautifully done.
Interesting formation here from Stetson. Now, Grant Amick, the kicker, is on the field. And it looks like they're going to set up in front of him.
That initially reminded me of that Colts play.
Oh, boy.
Which you don't ever want to be reminded of.
Amick will send this one up, but he pushed it left. No good. 7-6. The score remains in favor of San Diego.